Here we go. That's creepy. Yeah, and it opened up. Wow, that's real safe. Well, hey there, guys. So I got a little bit of a project on my hands ahead of me. And because actually, let me show you. The other day, there was a big windstorm and it was really rainy and all that stuff. And we heard this big like ripping and tearing sound and a big boom. And let's see, can I get a view of it? There's a big old tree. Let me get into the shadows a little more. There we go. There's this big old tree here that's fallen down into the creek. And guess I can't turn the camera around right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna need to start cutting some of that down, and obviously I can't do it with just my little chainsaw. I just have a Milwaukee electric chainsaw, but I figured it'd be good to at least have the chain sharp and be able to use it a little bit until I can get my brother out here who has one of those big pole saws, and then he can we can round it up together and have some fire, let it season, have some firewood for next year. Anyway, I wanted to sharpen this bad boy up because I've been using it to harvest dead firewood all winter long, and probably needs to be sharpened. And I could do it with the files and all that kind of stuff, but that takes a long time, and honestly I'm not that worried about being a chainsaw purist at the moment. I mean, shit, I use an electric chainsaw most of the time. So I got one of these little deals, and because I saw it online and it looked nifty, and they sell it on Amazon. So it's one of those chainsaw sharpeners where you don't have to pull the chain off or anything like that. You just place it on the end, and then there's a well, let me open it up here. Let's change this around. Okay, so this is what it is here. It's this little plastic housing, and it's got a push bar on one end, and if I undo the latch and lift it up, it's got this little sharpening stone in here, which should do most of the work. Now, it's got these two pegs on it, and my bar only has one hole here. So in the instructions, actually, you're supposed to be able to slide this rivet up and pull it out. Here we go. Probably easier with two hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so we pulled that little bad boy out of there, just like that. Place it over here in our box. And then we place the housing around, and you get that rivet right through the hole there. Close it up around the end of your chainsaw, and there we go. So I'm going to double check this, and that went two hands in a minute, but that's sort of, I guess, what it looks like. Kind of weird that it's a little wobbly there, but hopefully that's what it's supposed to do. We're going to give it a test and we'll all see. Okay, well, I guess the theory on this thing is you're supposed to press it into a base or something like this. Oh, let me move this piece of wood so you can see better. Jeez. Press the base into like this, and you're supposed to run it. So, and I wonder if that's going to stay stable or hold together. I get, okay. Place the battery in there, take the brake off, kind of press it in and stabilize. We've got oil in the thing. Okay, here we go. That's creepy. Yeah, and it opened up. Wow, that's real safe. And there's lots of sparks and shit flying around everywhere. Alright, let me go back and look at those instructions for a second and see what the fuck was going on there. huh? And B, see how long you're supposed to run this thing, because that sounds like it was a pretty, holy shit balls, there's a snake. Or is that a lizard? Oh, that's a lizard. God damn, guys. Here, look. Let me check. Right in there, you can see the tail. I was like, shit, is that a snake or a lizard? Okay, so I read the instructions again, which is not something I'm always the best at, and it just says press gently and run the thing. Well, to extend the life, because it's plastic, press gently. So we're gonna just give this one more go. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't work very well. In theory, it's fantastic, but in practice, it just blows itself out and eats that stone down real fast. So let's see if we got enough of a sharpen on there that we can actually cut something worthwhile. I actually find it kind of funny that they give you an extra stone with that sharpener, because I'll tell you what, let me take you over here. If you look at this thing, I don't know. I mean, I guess it'll survive another use. I don't know if it's that safe to use, honestly. It just like flings itself open when you use it, and it eats up that stone, kind of something fierce. But, so, for the purposes of science, we're just gonna take a piece of scrap wood and put it in the vise and then see if the chainsaw will cut now that it's had a sharpen on it. I don't know, feels like it's a little sharper. Look. Okay, put on the PPE. And break off. Yeah, that definitely made it sharper. So, it's not pretty, didn't work very well, but it did the job that it was supposed to, so time to do some cutting. That was kind of fun.